Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a early LEGO Ninjago 2024 set review. Today we are looking at the new Dragons Rising set, 71812. This is Clyde's Ninja Climber Mech. This is going to be retailing for $69.99 USD or $89.99 Canadian. That's actually a pretty good conversion to Canadian. Other licensed themes would have that be $99. But I'm excited for this just because it is actually a pretty interesting looking mech. It's unique in its design. It's definitely unique in its functionality. The idea is that it actually can climb. It's got these little hooks, larger version than the weapons that the Ninja have to actually hook onto different things. So I am interested to see this, although, like I've said many times before, I'm meched out. I'm more of a playset person when it comes to Ninjago, which if you haven't seen that little dojo in the back there, we did do a review of that already if you want to check that out. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's jump into this set. So here it is all built up, and I'm actually impressed by some of the different parts of this. I think that there's a little bit of different gaps and different things and holes that I maybe would have liked to see covered up. But regardless, it's such a unique mech. I can't wait to try out the play features. So if you want to hop around to the different chapters, to the figures, or showing off the new grappling hook pieces, you could do that if you want. All right, so looking at the mech on its own, I just want to go through and show you some of the posability of this. So it's really great. There's a lot of, posability with the hands. You could really rotate them around, but the joints in the shoulders are also very strong, just the pieces that they used. So I appreciate that. But what you do is when you angle them, you can create this cool, you have the ability to cross the blades there. So I like that. I like that you are able to sort of pose this in different ways. If you want to, have one sword up here, one sword down there, there's a lot that you could do with this, which I appreciate. Also, sturdiness-wise, the leg is actually strong enough to hold it up. If I do this properly, let's see. It can stand on one foot. The legs, I really love the hydraulics there. You can see how I'm leaning it forward, and this piece here is going through that tube. Looks great. The feet is very interesting, just having the shaping of this, having these two toes. I just think that's pretty unique. You've also got a sticker down there. It looks like almost that's like a fire hazard little symbol there. Over here on the other foot, it's just the exact same thing. But yeah, I think that makes this really unique, as well as here you've got at the kneecaps these two little, I guess, more tube pieces there with some studs on it. Working our way up the leg a little bit further, you could see these pieces being used to hold the joints together. Looks great. I love these scale armor pieces, as well as the ingots is pretty great to see there too. You do have a sticker there, which is the same over here on this side. And there's actually a lot of functionality that you could do with this. You could even have it leaning forward or leaning back there. And you'll notice the legs are pretty strong. It's a little top heavy, but you could sort of collapse it even more down, and it should be able to stand on its own there. No hands. So yeah, there's still a lot more functionality that you've got with this that I think is pretty great. The only thing, and I was talking about this before, I just kind of wish that some of this was covered up a bit. Like there's a couple of gaps here you'll see throughout this. So I think this could have used some more plating and different things, because that wouldn't get in the way of any of the functionality of moving the legs. So I think that could have been maybe a little bulkier. Before we go any further up, I just want to show you what it looks like from the back and the side. So you've got some Nexo Knight shield pieces there down below. I like the little transparent blue thrusters there, and just the whole design of it from the back. It really just further shows my point of the legs just look so skinny. I like the shaping of the hips, I guess you could call it, even having those same similar joints from down below looks nice. I really like the cockpit here. This is probably my favorite part of the build, the design of just with all of the slope pieces and the angle that creates for the chest looks really great. You've got a sticker there in the center. It looks like sort of like the center is orange for fire. Looks nice. You've got some flame stickers and decals there, which look so great. I don't know, there's just something about the shaping of this. If I move the swords out of the way here so it doesn't block me, the head here can actually move quite a lot, so it can bend all the way back and sort of collapse downwards. You could also bring it forward, and you could turn the head different ways, angling it left and right, positioning it different ways. I like the mech claw piece, the finger piece being used there for the top. So here is the mech cockpit here, and of course that means that you can take your Kai minifigure and sit him on inside there, and then move the head part over and cover that up. Yeah, I think he looks pretty good inside there. I think maybe this could have covered it a little bit more. If you look at it here from the side, I feel like just having it come just a little bit more down, I think would have worked a bit better. All right, now on to the shoulders. I think that Kai's symbol there looks great. That is a sticker that you put on, but even a little bit of the darker yellow just in the middle of all the dark red looks nice. The scale pieces there, even the sort of wheel cover there being used, I think that looks nice. But you can rotate it like I was showing you before. It's very stiff, the joints they use, and that's great. I like the gold trim there around the sort of joint there where the elbow meets. The regular Evo, I guess, mech piece being used in black, I think it works well. It also keeps like the whole part here very stiff. I like the sticker there with a bunch of wires and different things. That looks pretty nice on that Nexonite shield. And then you get a better look. This keeps popping off just depending on how you spin it. But yeah, I think the hand looks nice. The sword design looks really great too with those two katanas. And then you've got these ingots and different things. And even that shoulder piece from the mechs from before looks great. We'll come on over here to the other side. It's the exact same design for the shoulders and the arms, just reflected, but I thought I'd show you how it works here with the sword and the fingers. So you just detach the fingers like that and open them on up, and then you can remove the sword. So if you want to just like have it like, I guess, punching or grabbing onto things, pretending that way, you could have the mech do that. And here, taking a look at the back, these bits here, they're the same build, just reflected, and they have a lot of rotation and articulation that you can do. You can bend them backwards and forwards towards the front of the build, but also just rotating them like you saw before. And they're using the same joints that the legs and the arms have. So yeah, it's very stiff, very strong. It needs to be for some of the functionality that you're going to see with this. We'll start with this hand over here. It's cool. You've got this sticker there, which is a pretty cool design. It's on the other hand, but you've got the same similar 3 fingers that the other 2 hands down below have, and you could just rotate that and angle it around. You've also got this cool hook piece there as well. I love the design of that. It does look very similar to the weapons that the Ninja carry here for this season and these batch of sets. But coming over here to this side, this is the more special side. You can see we've got the same hand design just reflected over. But then here, you've got this. You've got some arrows there, which I like to think is what's actually like the hook shooting out the sort of grappler for you to attach the hook to. So that's kind of neat that they've got those stocked on the arm. Anyways, the actual play functionality of this, if I spin it around onto this side, all you do here is you just pull the piece here out like this, and then you're good to throw this hook and latch it onto different things. And it looks great. It's got that Evo shoulder cover piece there in gold, and I like how that looks. But let's try out the hook. So this here is actually a stand that can hold my phone, and we're going to use this because it's pretty stiff and strong. And I use this for filming like catalog shots or times that I need to film something from above for an aerial view for a set. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to attach to the hook, and let's see here. There you go. It's hooked on, and I've just bent the leg so you could see that it is actually able to hang, and it can just sort of spin around and fly around with the hook. Just to show you here, here's the bar attached and all the way down to the spinning mech down here. All right, but maybe you don't want to use the one hook, you want to use the other one there, and let's see if this will work and attach. There you go. Look at that. You could see here, it's not touching the ground, and it's hooked itself on just using the one that's stationary and attached to the other arm. Here is Jordana, one of the villains for this season, and it's a pretty cool glider build, I think, using those sword pieces for like decoration and different parts of the glider. That looks great, and just the color scheme for the whole wave, this purple aesthetic, I love it a lot. And you can see just the dark hot pink there being used with the purple. You can also angle this too to have the glider sort of flap its wings. You can also detach it there too if you just want to have the figure on its own, which the figure is amazing. I really love the torso and the leg printing, so detailed. I love the symbol there with some of the runes and different writing there, as well as on the back. Look at that, so detailed. I love this new sword that comes in a bunch of the sets for March. Looks amazing. The transparent red with the gunmetal gray. The hair and the face look great as well. You can see the markings there in gold. And then if I remove the hair, you can see she's got this second expression there where she's sort of unimpressed or upset. Here is Climber Kai, and this is a really cool looking figure. I like all of these climber outfits, but specifically, obviously, red, dark red. It's right up my alley, so it looks great. I love the little gold highlights on the shoulders and everything there. Again, you get a better look here at this gold weapon that helps them climb around, and you've also got in the back a spot to store 2 different katanas. And removing all the gear, you could see that we've got his face that we've been getting for Dragons Rising. I really love these torsos with their symbol on the back, as well as just the sort of ropes and different climbing gear that they've got on. Here is Wildfire, and this is a new outfit for her. It looks great. I love the symbol there on the back. The hair piece as well is really great for her, and I love the expression. Just the torso printing, how it sort of connects to the shoulder piece there, which looks really great. And she's got 2 little fire blast pieces there as well. Really detailed legs. On the back, no second head face print, unfortunately. Here is Climber J, and this is a really great outfit again for him too. I love the dark blue and just a bit of black there for like the gloves, some of the printing on the belt and different things there. And removing the gear there, you could see the torso a lot better. He's got the dragon symbol that we've been getting for this new show, as well as the face, same one that he's been getting recently as well. Same thing there on the back, more rope, and then also the symbol there. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of Kai's Ninja Climber Mech. You know, this is probably the set that best represents, I guess, this season, or this sort of theme of climbing and all these tools and these zip lines and different things in these sets. I think it's a lot of fun. I think that the figures in here that you're getting too are pretty great, with Wildfire and getting Jordana, one of the villains, and Jay in his outfit is great as well. But what do you think of this mech? Again, I think it's pretty unique functionality-wise. Forearms, the 2 toes, it is so different and special, which I think is a real standout when you look at other mechs. But what do you think of this? Be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so that you don't miss out on future LEGO Ninjago set news and reviews. If you want to check out a playlist linked at the end of all the other 2024 sets we've looked at, you could find that here on screen now. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.